my God. Oh, hello, sunshines. It's been a minute. Have you felt the lack of presents? Cause I have. I feel like we haven't really been able to catch up in a while, so I figured, you know, I could talk to you, or I could just show you what I've been obsessed with food-wise recently. You're welcome. So today is just like truly the first day off that I have not had to go anywhere, that I have not had to work or do something productive in like truly 6 weeks. So I've been tired. I have not had my life together, if you couldn't tell by my face. So the breakfast that I have been obsessed is truly just oatmeal. I don't know, I think I like read how healthy oatmeal is for you and how good it is for you in the breakfast. And you know what? My mom eats oatmeal every single day for breakfast and she's doing pretty good, so science. So what I like about this oatmeal is it takes like 10 minutes to make. It's very easy, but it tastes so good, people. Okay, so the piece de resistance, the thing that makes this lovely is you're gonna want a can of coconut milk. You're also going to want some rolled oat. Make sure it's not instant, otherwise it is not gonna come out how you want it, and don't talk to me then. And then personally, these are like optional, but I like to add a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of brown sugar to this, just with some flavor, some sweetness. But if you wanna add like cinnamon, especially, ooh, like in fall, which is approaching, and honestly, at the rate it takes me to edit things, you might not see this till autumn. Cutting up like an apple and just doing apple and cinnamon with this. Oh! So in a little pot like so, you are just going to add all of your coconut milk and then set this to like low medium heat, because basically you want to bring this to a simmer. While this is heating, I again like this a little sweet, so I add like, I don't know, I never measure, but let's go with a tablespoon of brown sugar. Go ahead and mix those in, and again, if you want to add like cinnamon or other spices, follow your hearts, dudes, put them in right now. Okay, so once you have like the slightest of bubbling happening, like you don't want this to boil, you just want it to get like a little bit of a party started. Technical term. You are going to add 1 cup of rolled oats to this, and then just go ahead and stir that in. I do every once in a while come over every like 3 minutes or so and just give this a good stir. Really at the end of the day, you're just making oatmeal, but instead of water, you're just using coconut milk because we're superior, okay? So usually, and what I was planning on doing today, especially because it's been summer and everything has been in season, I have been just cutting up a peach and doing kind of like a peaches and cream oatmeal, and it has been so good. But all of my peaches are actual rocks right now, so we're gonna wait. But fortunately for me, I have this beautiful little bowl of strawberries, and strawberries and cream is also delicious. So I am going to slice these up while that's all cooking and make myself useful. Okay, I've got a bit of a massacre over here, but look at all the snacks I have for later. I will say it took about like 9 minutes in actuality. Again, I don't really time things, so now you know. But look at my delicious oatmeal. Okay, so we're calling this done. So something important to note is this does make 2 servings. So I don't know, if you have like a partner or a roommate or someone you care about enough to give food to, this makes the perfect amount. I truly just put this in the fridge and heat it and eat it the next day. So we're gonna do some strawberries today. And then I also, just for like a little bit of, I don't know, like girth, exactly the word I was looking for to describe this. I like to add just like a little bit of nuts. So I have these sliced almonds that I'm gonna do, but I've also done like hazelnuts, which are really good. And if you don't like coconut, this does not end up like super coconutty. It's just with the coconut milk, this ends up being so creamy and just like the texture, the consistency, it's beautiful. But you don't have like a ton of just like heavy cream in there, but it tastes like you have a ton of heavy cream in there. But the oatmeal doesn't end up tasting super coconutty, so if you like that, which I personally do, I do also like to add just a little bit of coconut flakes to the top, and my friends, here you have it. Just a beautiful, pristine breakfast. Oh! 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 Oh my god, I am so full. I will never eat again. Oh!
Many hours later.
What do you got, fridge? Okay, so my dear, wonderful friend, Miranda, has a garden that made so many zucchinis. Look at this. This isn't even the biggest one. This is the small one. Oh my god. Also brought me all of these tomatoes, which are so nice, by the way. And then also I have this asparagus that really needs to get eaten. What I am kind of thinking is I'm going to make almost like a pasta primavera of sorts. I don't know if that's technically correct, but it's the closest thing that my English language vocabulary has to offer you. So I'm going to be using, this is like the banza. If you haven't heard me talk about this, hello, are you new here? Subscribe. Obviously you could use whatever, but I like this because this is like, it has 23 grams of protein. I have a shallot. I also already conveniently have half of a lemon from me just drinking lemon water earlier. And then just throw some spices on everything and figure something out. Because in like real life, not like, hey, I'm filming a video today life, nonsense. Normally I would just be eating leftovers for lunch, but I figured just like showing you what I'm eating is not as good as just like actually making it. So despite not being that hungry, we're gonna make a ridiculous amount of pasta because then I'll have leftovers for like the rest of the week. So you're welcome. I have a pan with like, I don't know, some olive oil in it. I know if I was a proper human being, you would put the shallot in first, and then you would let it cook, and then you put the asparagus and zucchini in, but we're living life, friends, so we're just gonna put it all in at once. Because by living life, I mean just lazy. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a little bit, this is called like Becco salt. I could be completely lying to you, but this I get from a restaurant in Michigan and I love it so much because it's basically just like a flavored salt. You can still find like seasoned salt at a lot of places, but I like to use this because the zucchini especially will release quite a bit of like moisture. So even if you don't have a seasoned salt, I like to put a decent amount on here just so it'll help kind of like absorb some of that moisture. But what I like about this one is it has a bunch of different flavors, like there's garlic, there's sage, there's rosemary, lemon, pepper. There's a lot of really good flavors in here. And then just like kind of saute them for a couple minutes. I know this doesn't matter to anyone, but oh my god, look at my apron. Are you not impressed? Hello! It's got a little like towel thing, which is so convenient because I don't wipe my hands all over my apron, which I understand is the point of an apron, but like it's easier to just wash the towel when I'm done. Anthropologie, bruh, they had a sale. Hello. We're about ready for our noodles, but I'm going to also add just a little bit of oregano, maybe some basil. Why are none of you focusing? Rude, thank you, basil. And also just like a tiny bit of sage. I don't know, I love sage and stuff personally. So once the pasta's cooked, I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna add some spices and then just kind of taste it. Normally, what would be vital, what would be ideal in this situation is some red pepper flakes, but I'm out. I don't know how we ran out and did not refill, but we did. Like dummies. Once we have this in here, I like to kind of finish this off with just like 2 tablespoons of butter and then the juice of half a lemon. Friends, just tried it. It's lovely. And then just because I love myself, we're gonna finish this off. Just a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and that, I think, will be lunch for today and many days to come. Oh, remember when I was like, I'm not hungry? I take it all back, dude. I take it all back.
When it's a foggy day, I call my angels to help me play.
I just lost so many video games and now I'm sad. Let's eat some dinner. Also, for those of you wondering, Thor had to have 2 different surgeries, but he is doing well. Aren't you? So we're gonna eat some buffalo cauliflower wrap things. I don't know, they're gonna be tasty. And along with them, I'm going to just roast some little potatoes, kind of like fries, but I can tell myself it's slightly healthier. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Now I'm just looking at stuff. So to begin, I'm just gonna go ahead and wash all of these potatoes. You could definitely like cut these further if you're short on time, but because these are so small, I'm just gonna go ahead and cover these in oil, maybe a little bit of rosemary, some salt, some pepper, some garlic. Ooh. And then pop these onto a parchment lined, just like baking dish. So to make the batter, we're gonna do 3/4 cup of flour, a teaspoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons more of garlic powder, a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And once all your dry ingredients are in here, just give this a nice little whisk, and then you're gonna add 3/4 cup of milk. Please note, if you're dairy free, you can use whatever milk alternative your heart tells you. Just don't use water because that's disgusting. And then, for our cauliflower, it's a big boy, I am going to take this chou-fleur and cut this in half. Ooh, bear with me. And then just break the, like, I don't know, main cauliflower pieces apart and just put it right into the batter.
Doesn't matter how I feel or if what hurts me.
Then you're going to very gently, as much as you can, try to fold this into the batter, which is, like, fun fact, you really need 2 hands for. I may have picked a bowl that was too small. You in the future, don't do that. Do what I say, not what I do. But one day I promise, even if your bowl's too small, it'll work out for the best and your cauliflower will be covered. Or it won't. And in that case, don't you dare at me. I almost lost all of that. Okay, well, before I lose my entire life, let's go ahead and put these in the oven at 450 for 20 whole minutes. Join your friends. The potatoes. Oh my god, it's like this, like we're on the sun. While that's cooking, we're gonna make the buffalo sauce as part of the buffalo portion. So what you're gonna do is grab your sauce, and there's like 100 ways you can get this on here. Personally though, I just drizzle it. Just cover them. And then we're just gonna pop these back in the oven for another like 15-20 minutes or so. While that's going though, we can go ahead and start making like the actual wrap portion. So I'm just gonna use these like flour tortillas because I'm a classy woman. And then to make things even classier, instead of doing like a blue cheese or something that makes sense, I just put some cheddar on this because it's delicious. And don't you dare come for me. I don't come into your house and just tell you what to do. This looks like a monstrosity. I was too lazy to shred it. Anyway, once this is kind of on here and melted, I'm gonna add some avocado, some lettuce, some tomatoes. I got like the prettiest lettuces, so please appreciate them. Thank you. Ooh, look at these bad boys. banza. So usually I find that these are like saucy enough that in addition to everything else, and like you can kind of scrape this down. I don't really need more sauce, but if this is too dry, just add a little more buffalo sauce. Wow. I could cry. I'm so smart. How is it?
Fantastic. That's really good.
That's good. How's your dinner full of vegetables? Do you like your dinner full of vegetables?
I do. The secret is to smother them in cheese.
Okay, it's like a little bit of cheddar.
It's fantastic.
Just staring at my phone.